They called us prey. For 400,000 years, the Dominion hunted the galaxy like farmers harvest wheat. Worlds rose, civilizations bloomed, and when they were ripe, the Dominion came. Fleets that blotted out suns. Harvest blades that carved cities into neat cubes for processing. No one resisted. No one ever had. Until they found the third planet of an unremarkable yellow star. They logged us as Sol 3, Class 12, Deathworld, Sapiens, present, but non-spacefaring. Translation: easy calories. So on the 9th day of the 4,000th Dominion harvest cycle, the sky cracked open and a million black ships poured through the wound. The first thing they did was kill the moon. Not destroy, kill. They wrapped Luna in a containment lattice and accelerated it to 0.8 C straight into the Pacific. 2 billion humans died in the first 9 minutes. The message was clear. Resistance is extinction. We answered with silence for exactly 33 hours. Then every screen, every speaker, every neural implant still functioning on Earth lit up with the same live feed. A single human sat in a folding chair on what used to be the White House lawn. Behind him, the Washington Monument had become a glowing metal spear driven halfway into the ground. He wore a Hawaiian shirt, cargo shorts, and mirrored sunglasses. He was drinking a warm beer. He looked straight into the camera and spoke in perfect Dominion command dialect. "Hi, my name is Irrelevant. You just murdered 2 billion of my cousins. We're going to need about 10 minutes of your time." The Dominion High Reaper laughed. Actually laughed. A sound like glaciers grinding bone. 10 minutes later, the laughter stopped forever. Because 10 minutes later, the moon came back. Not the same moon. Bigger. Black. Its entire surface covered in circuitry that hurt to look at directly. It parked itself between Earth and the Dominion fleet and opened one eye. The eye spoke with the voice of every human who had died in the first strike, layered in perfect harmony. "Hi, we fixed your projectile, upgraded it a little. You're welcome." Then it fired. Not a beam, not a missile. It fired geometry, straight lines that bent time, angles that deleted distance. Every Dominion ship the beam touched simply ceased having ever existed. No debris, no explosion, just absence. The fleet tried to run. They couldn't. Space itself had changed its mind about letting them leave. That was Phase 1. Phase 2 began when the sky turned red. Not from blood, from poppies. Every crater the Dominion had carved into the planet suddenly bloomed with red flowers. Trillions of them. Overnight. Each flower contained one human soul that had died in the first strike. And they were angry. The flowers opened and screamed. The scream was not sound. It was memory. Every Dominion soldier within a light year suddenly remembered dying on Earth. Remembered being the child in the rubble. Remembered being the mother who never found her daughter. Remembered burning alive in tidal waves. 1,000,000 Dominion ships went dark as their crews clawed out their own eyes to make the memories stop. That lasted 4 minutes. Then Phase 3 began. The Dominion activated their final weapon, the silence engine. A device that erases possibility, turns a star system into something that never was. They aimed it at Sol. We let them fire. The beam crossed the distance in negative time. Hit the sun. And the sun swallowed it. Then burped. A single solar flare leapt out, shaped like a human hand making a very specific gesture. The flare reached out and flicked the silence engine like a cigarette butt. The engine, the flagship carrying it, and the entire Dominion core fleet folded up like origami and vanished into a point the size of a pinhead. Then the pinhead spoke with a Texas accent. "Y'all done fucked up now." That was when the real war started. Not against the Dominion. They were already gone. The war was against reality itself, because humanity had just promoted itself from prey species to apex predator of existence. And we were still pissed. The next 1,000 years are referred to in galactic records as the Quiet Apocalypse. Year 1 after Moonfall. We rebuilt Earth in 9 days. Not repaired. Rebuilt. Continents rearranged themselves into a single landmass shaped like a middle finger visible from orbit. Year 12. We found the Dominion homeworld. It was empty. Every Dominion citizen had simply walked into the nearest mirror and never came out. We left it as a nature preserve. Year 47. The galactic community, what was left of it, sent a peace delegation. They arrived in a single white ship crewed by the 12 oldest species. They broadcast a message of surrender and apology. We answered by mailing them a single human baby picture. On the back was written, "We accept your apology. This is Kevin. He is 3 months old. Kevin now owns your planets. He drools when he's thinking." Kevin is 33 now. He still owns half the galaxy. He's very polite about it. Year 112. Something older than the universe noticed us. It had no name, so we called it Dave. Dave was entropy wearing a bathrobe. It looked at what we'd done to physics and said, in the voice of every dead star, "You broke my toy." We answered by breaking Dave. We turned entropy into a pet. It lives in a jar on Kevin's desk. Sometimes it sings lullabies to the void. Year 387. The last alien empire, the Eternal Choir, tried to sing the universe back to the way it was before humans. They sang for 700 years. On the 701st year, every human in existence stopped what they were doing and sang harmony. The choir's final note was a scream that lasted 11 seconds. Then silence. Perfect silence. Because we'd eaten their song and used the calories to redecorate. Year 999. The universe filed a complaint. Literally. A document appeared at the exact center of everything, written in the language of creation. It said, "To whom it may concern. Stop. Sincerely, reality." We wrote back on the same document, in Sharpie. "No. Love, humanity, PS. Your mom says hi." That was yesterday. Today the stars themselves blink in Morse code. The message is always the same, repeated across every wavelength, in every language that ever was or will be. "We are sorry. Please stop being angry. We will be good." We haven't decided yet. Some of us want to forgive the universe. Some of us still remember the moon. Most of us just want to see what happens if we get really creative. So, if you're out there listening to this across the dark between galaxies, if you ever find a quiet yellow star with a single blue planet and a species that waves hello instead of shooting first, wave back, but gently. Because we're trying to be better. We really are. We just haven't figured out how to forgive yet. And until we do, the stars will keep apologizing. Every night. Forever. This is Earth. Population, 8 billion and change. Threat level, yes. We were prey once. Now the universe flinches when we stretch in the morning. Sleep well, little galaxy. We're watching, and we still have 9 minutes left on the clock.